Have you ever imagined a place in this world where everyone on the island is family and descendants of a single man? Or an island that served as the final refuge for Napoleon Bonaparte in his last days? Imagine an island so isolated that the nearest hospital is over 2,000 miles away, and even a remote sanctuary for rebels whose legendary tales have been etched into history. Stay tuned, because right after this, we'll take you on a journey to explore the 10 most isolated islands in the world, places that will challenge everything you thought you knew. St. Helena, an island steeped in history and isolation, a place both timeless and untouchable. Known as the final home of Napoleon Bonaparte, St. Helena tells a tale of resilience, transformation, and survival against all odds. In 1502, Portuguese explorers stumbled upon this remote location in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. For centuries, it served as a vital stopover for ships traveling between Europe, Africa, and Asia. However, St. Helena's most notable chapter began in 1815, when Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled there. The emperor's final days turned the island into a global symbol of endurance. Today, visitors can pay homage at Napoleon's tomb or explore the fortress-like landscapes that once bore the weight of empires. Historically, St. Helena was accessible only by sea. The RMS St. Helena, a ship connecting the island with Cape Town, South Africa, served as the lifeline for its inhabitants to the outside world. In 2017, however, everything changed with the opening of an airport. While one might expect this development to simplify access, flights remain infrequent, expensive, and heavily dependent on weather conditions. This challenge is part of the island's allure. For those willing to make the journey, St. Helena offers an unspoiled, raw experience, untouched by modern haste. Life on St. Helena is not easy. The islanders, known as saints, numbering about 4,500, face daily challenges. Supplies like food and construction materials must be shipped from the mainland, making everything from groceries to building projects costly. Education is limited to primary schooling, and many young people leave the island in search of opportunities abroad. Despite these hardships, the community remains steadfast. The vibrant blend of African, European, and Asian heritage among its people is a testament to how isolation can foster strength rather than weakness. Tourism has become a vital source of income driven by visitors eager to immerse themselves in Napoleon's world. However, limited infrastructure and the island's remote location keep tourist numbers low. How do you feel about the beauty and rich history of this place? Have you ever had the chance to set foot here and immerse yourself in its stories of the past? We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Do you believe that a vast island still exists with a population of just 60 people? Amid the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, thousands of miles from the nearest mainland, lies Pitcairn Island, a place that became a refuge after a legendary. The story begins in 1789 with the infamous mutiny aboard the HMS Bounty. Captain William Bligh was overthrown by a group of sailors led by Fletcher Christian. To evade British justice, the mutineers sought refuge on one of the most remote places they could find, Pitcairn Island. Along with Polynesians from Tahiti, they formed a new community, blending cultures and building a life far removed from the rest of the world. Pitcairn's culture is unlike anywhere else. Islanders speak Pitcairn, a lyrical language that combines 18th century English with Polynesian influences. The community's creativity shines through their traditional crafts. Islanders carve intricate wooden sculptures and weave detailed baskets using skills passed down through generations. These crafts are more than souvenirs. They're a way of preserving history, culture, and identity. As you stroll through the village, you'll see hands carefully shaping wood into sculptures, each piece a tribute to the ingenuity and resilience of their ancestors. But life on Pitcairn is not without its challenges. The island has no airport, and boats, the only connection to the outside world, can take days to arrive, depending on weather and sea conditions. This remoteness fosters a deep sense of community, but also creates significant obstacles. Young people often leave the island for education or better opportunities, and many do not return. With just 60 residents, Pitcairn's future hangs by a thread. Without enough younger generations to sustain it, the community faces the risk of decline. Essential supplies must be ordered months in advance, and even basic healthcare requires travel to New Zealand or Tahiti. The island's isolation is both its greatest beauty and its most significant challenge. Take the story of Jackie Christian, a descendant of Fletcher Christian who has worked tirelessly to promote the island's cultural heritage. She recalls learning traditional basket weaving as a child, sitting beside her grandmother, who shared tales of the mutiny as her hands worked with precision. Jackie says these crafts are more than traditions, they are lifelines. Ways to keep Pitcairn's story alive in a world that is quickly forgetting it. Leaving the isolated island with only about 60 residents. Join us as we continue our journey to explore another incredibly unique, isolated island. A place where every resident is family and a direct descendant of a single man. But first, take 10 seconds to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss any exciting new updates from us. Palmerston Island is unlike any other place in the world. With a population of just 62 people, it is not just an isolated community, but also a single family. All but 3 residents are direct descendants of one man, William Masters, who made the island his home in 1863. Life on Palmerston Island is defined by simplicity and scarcity. There are no stores, banks, or markets, so residents rely on their resourcefulness to meet daily needs. Fishing is their lifeline, not only sustaining them but also serving as a source of income. Rainwater, carefully collected and stored, provides the island's sole source of fresh water. Electricity, generated by diesel-powered generators, is a luxury available for only 6 hours a day. Healthcare is another challenge. Residents must endure a long and uncertain journey to Rarotonga, the nearest hub in the Cook Islands, over 300 miles away. This journey can take several days depending on sea conditions, a stark reminder of how isolated Palmerston truly is. Despite these hardships, life here follows a rhythm that speaks to resilience. Women play an essential role in maintaining this balance, from nurturing families to managing resources with precision. Their efforts ensure the continuity of life on Palmerston, weaving a fabric of survival and connection. Palmerston Island is not just a home, it is a testament to the enduring power of family. Founded by William Masters, who fathered 23 children with his Polynesian wives, the island's community thrives on its shared history and unity. This bond extends to the islander's relationship with the natural world. The coral reefs surrounding Palmerston are not only stunningly beautiful, but also vital. Islanders depend on the ocean for their livelihood and have developed a deep respect for its rhythms. What do you think about the close-knit relationships among the people on this island? Would you like to visit and experience the pristine beauty for yourself? We'd be delighted if you could share your thoughts and desires with us in the comments section below. Tristan da Cunha is the ultimate definition of isolation. With only 250 inhabitants, this remote island lies in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, over 1,700 miles from South Africa and more than 2,000 miles from South America. But what draws people to live in such seclusion? What keeps them there despite the challenges? Today, we explore the lives of those who call Tristan da Cunha home. Life on Tristan da Cunha is not for the faint of heart. Living on the island means waiting months for supplies to arrive by ship. The nearest hospital is nearly 2,000 miles away, and even basic medical care requires extraordinary effort." End quote. Harsh winters and frequent storms batter the coastline, with winds howling so fiercely that even stepping outside can feel like a trial. Yet, within these challenges lies a raw beauty that is hard to put into words. Tristan's natural world is a paradise for bird enthusiasts and sea lovers. Its waters are a sanctuary for species endangered elsewhere, while its rugged cliffs and rolling hills provide a haven for countless seabirds. But there's a constant reminder of how vulnerable this paradise is: its volcano. In 1961, an eruption forced the entire population to evacuate to England. While they eventually returned, the volcano remains a silent but ever-present force, shaping their lives. The story of Tristan da Cunha is one of transformation and resilience. Settled in the early 19th century by fishermen, shipwreck survivors, and explorers, this tiny community still bears the names of its early settlers: Glass, Green, Swain. These families have turned isolation into strength, creating a close-knit community that endures against all odds. Women play an especially vital role in Tristan, from teaching children in the island's school to weaving the fabric of its social structure. They are the backbone of life here. Their resilience, creativity, and resourcefulness ensure that traditions and skills are passed down, even in the face of modern challenges. Mary Glass, a longtime resident of Tristan da Cunha, speaks with equal reverence about the island's beauty and its hardships. "Life is tough," Mary says, her hands busy mending a fishing net. "But it's our life. When storms rage, we come together. When the sun shines, we celebrate. Everything we do as one." Located more than 200 miles off the coast of Yemen in the Indian Ocean, Socotra feels as though it belongs to another planet. This strange land is renowned for its bizarre landscapes and remarkable biodiversity. But it's not just the unique flora and fauna that makes Socotra special. Its people, ancient traditions, and age-old language form a culture as distinctive as its environment. This is a story of isolation, survival, and harmony. Socotra's biodiversity is astounding. About 1/3 of the island's plants and animals cannot be found anywhere else on Earth, making it a global hotspot for nature enthusiasts and scientists. The dragon's blood tree, with its umbrella-like branches and crimson sap, is just one of many wonders that define the island. The people of Socotra, mostly Bedouins and descendants of ancient Arab traders, live in harmony with this extraordinary environment. Their ancient language, Socotri, unlike any other, stands as a living testament to the island's cultural and geographical isolation. These traditions extend to the use of native plants. Women, in particular, play a crucial role in preserving the knowledge of Socotra's medicinal herbs. For centuries, they have used dragon's blood tree resin to heal wounds and frankincense for spiritual and medicinal purposes. Socotra thrives on balance, a delicate relationship between its inhabitants and nature. Islanders rely on the unique plants and animals for medicine, food, and construction, but only take what they need, preserving the ecosystem for future generations. However, this harmony is increasingly threatened by climate change and uncontrolled tourism, and it is threatened by uncontrolled tourism. Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui by the locals, is one of the most mysterious places on Earth. Located over 2,000 miles from the nearest mainland, this small Pacific island is famous for its moai statues, enormous stone figures that hold the secrets of a lost civilization. The Rapa Nui people arrived on the island around 1200 AD, navigating thousands of miles of open ocean using only the stars and traditional wayfinding techniques. Over centuries, they carved nearly 900 moai statues, some reaching up to 33 feet in height and weighing as much as 80 tons. However, building the moai came at a cost. The island's lush forests were cleared to transport these massive statues, leading to ecological degradation. By the 18th century, the once thriving Rapa Nui civilization faced severe decline. The silent rows of moais scattered across the island continue to captivate visitors and researchers alike. Many statues were toppled during tribal discord in the 17th century, but efforts are underway to restore them to their original positions. Some moai have even been re-erected, symbolizing resilience and cultural pride. One of the most iconic sites is the beautiful hut of Aarichi, where 15 moai stand in a row against the backdrop of the Pacific Ocean. It is a place of stunning beauty, but also a poignant reminder of nature's fragility and the choices we make as humans. Despite centuries of challenges, the Rapa Nui people have preserved their culture, language, and traditions, standing as a testament to their enduring spirit. Imagine stepping onto a pristine island where the only sounds are the rustling of palm trees and the distant calls of seabirds. Welcome to Caroline Island, part of the Line Islands in Kiribati, often hailed as one of the last unspoiled wildlife sanctuaries on Earth. Caroline Island embodies the vibrant resilience of nature. Its shimmering lagoons, filled with turquoise waters, are encircled by coral reefs teeming with marine life. The island serves as a vital nesting ground for several seabird species, including black noddies and white terns. According to the Kiribati government, the island's ecosystem supports over 10,000 nesting seabirds annually, an extraordinary testament to its importance as a wildlife sanctuary. The coral reefs surrounding Caroline Island are considered some of the most pristine in the Pacific Ocean, untouched by harmful human influences. These reefs are not only spectacular, but also critical to the health of global marine ecosystems, providing habitats for countless species. Caroline Island's isolation is its greatest protector. Located over 4,000 miles from the nearest major city, it remains untouched by human settlement. With no permanent residents, no infrastructure, and no tourism, the island's ecosystem thrives, much as it has for centuries. However, isolation does not mean immunity. Rising sea levels caused by climate change pose a significant threat to Caroline Island's fragile ecosystem. United Nations studies predict that low-lying islands like Caroline could be submerged within the next century if global temperatures continue to rise. Palawan, often referred to as the last frontier of the Philippines, is a destination that feels untouched by time. With turquoise waters, pristine beaches, and lush tropical forests, it is a place where nature takes center stage. It's no surprise that Palawan is frequently ranked as one of the most beautiful islands in the world. But Palawan is not just a paradise for nature lovers. It also offers a glimpse into a simpler and more harmonious way of life. Palawan boasts some of the most stunning beaches in the world. The areas of El Nido and Coron are famous for their crystal-clear waters, hidden lagoons, and fine white sands. These idyllic spots attract visitors from all corners of the globe. Beyond their beauty, these beaches are vital ecosystems. The coral reefs surrounding Palawan are among the most biodiverse in the world, providing habitats for more than 600 species of fish and supporting the livelihoods of local communities through sustainable fishing efforts and ecotourism. According to the Philippine Department of Tourism, Palawan's beaches are not only top tourist destinations, but also play a central role in marine conservation programs aimed at protecting these fragile ecosystems. Palawan is a haven for wildlife preservation, boasting rainforests teeming with rare and endemic species. The Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a must-visit destination. The underground river winds through a limestone cave system, offering visitors a glimpse of nature's unspoiled beauty. The island is home to the rare Palawan peacock pheasant, the Philippine pangolin, and the dugong, also known as the sea cow, making it a paradise for wildlife enthusiasts. For the women of Palawan, nature is not just a backdrop, but a way of life. Many women lead ecotourism initiatives, guiding visitors through mangroves or teaching them about local plants and their traditional uses. Palawan offers an affordable quality of life, making it an appealing destination not only for tourists, but also for retirees and expatriates. With a laid-back lifestyle, fresh seafood, and friendly communities, it's a place where people can escape the hustle and bustle of modern life. A report from Numbayao, a cost-of-living database, highlights that the cost of living in Palawan is significantly lower than in major cities, making it a top choice for those seeking a peaceful yet fulfilling life. Lord Howe Island, a crescent-shaped gem in the Tasman Sea, is a place of extraordinary natural beauty. Home to the world's southernmost coral reef, it offers a pristine environment that feels almost untouched by time. But its magic isn't just in its landscapes, it lies in how the people here protect and live in harmony with this unique ecosystem. The coral reef surrounding Lord Howe Island is the most southerly of its kind, stretching across 6 kilometers of crystal-clear waters. According to the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, this reef supports an incredible diversity of life, including over 500 species of fish and 90 species of coral. But this reef isn't just beautiful, it's vital. It acts as a natural barrier against storms, supports the island's fishing economy, and provides a nursery for marine life that feeds ecosystems far beyond its shores. Lord Howe Island has mastered the art of balancing tourism and conservation. With a strict cap of 400 visitors at any given time, the island ensures that its natural beauty isn't overwhelmed by human activity. This model has been praised globally as a blueprint for sustainable tourism. Efforts have contributed to Lord Howe Island's UNESCO World Heritage designation, recognizing it as an area of outstanding ecological importance. Life on Lord Howe Island revolves around a deep respect for nature. Electricity comes from renewable sources, waste is carefully managed, and every effort is made to minimize human impact. The island's community is small but strong, bound by their shared commitment to preserving this paradise. Nestled in the North Atlantic Ocean, between Madeira and the Canary Islands, lie the Savage Islands, or Ilhas Selvagens. These tiny, uninhabited islands are among Europe's most remote territories, protected as a natural reserve since 1971. For birdwatchers and nature enthusiasts, the Savage Islands offer pristine isolation and an unparalleled chance to observe wildlife in its purest form. The Savage Islands are a haven for biodiversity. Declared a strict nature reserve by the Portuguese government, their primary purpose is to protect endangered seabirds in delicate ecosystems. The islands are home to over 2,000 breeding pairs of Cory's shearwaters, one of the largest colonies in the world. By the early 19th century, there were nearly 100,000 Native Americans on the island. According to the Portuguese Institute for Nature Conservation and Forests, ICNF, these islands are a critical stopover for migratory birds and a breeding ground for several endangered species. The lack of human habitation has allowed rare plants to thrive, creating a delicate ecosystem rarely seen elsewhere. Isolation has been the Savage Islands' greatest asset, shielding them from the exploitation that has impacted so many other natural habitats. Access to the islands is strictly limited, with only researchers, conservationists, and a small number of ecotourists allowed each year. This helps to protect the fragile ecosystems from human disturbance. However, their isolation also makes them vulnerable to external threats. Rising sea levels, invasive species, and illegal fishing pose significant challenges to the long-term health of this unique environment. The Savage Islands are not just for Portugal, they're a global treasure. Supporting conservation efforts here benefits ecosystems far beyond their shores. By advocating for stricter international regulations on illegal fishing and supporting ecotourism programs, we can help ensure the islands remain a sanctuary for generations to come. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you want to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Thanks for being with us on this great journey. Leave your thoughts in the comments and like to help us. Remember to subscribe for more. See you soon.